Namaste, beautiful soul tribe. Welcome to 365 Days of Healing, automatic writing. When we do automatic writing, we are literally channeling from the ether, from the higher dimensions, from the God source, goddess source, higher self, angelic beings, guides, ascended masters, really whoever you want to plug into. The galaxy is just a plethora of delightful and beautiful, benevolent beings. That's who we're plugging into. We always want to make it a point that we are only corresponding with light beings, loving beings. And we can do this, of course, in meditation, but often when we're in meditation, we receive these higher messages, but we don't retain necessarily what's been said. It may come through as a code that comes in a way that ignites certain frequencies within us. And so meditation obviously is very important. But if you're looking for specific answers to questions, specific messages to come through, you know, the kind of messages where you want to bug your best friend all the time. What do you think about this? Or when you think, I've got to go to a psychic, but maybe that's just not available, and you're going to learn to inquire deep within yourself, because of course you do know the answers. Now, people often say, well, who am I talking to? Am I talking to God, Goddess, all that is? Am I talking to, a star being, extraterrestrial? Am I talking to my angels? What I would say to you is it doesn't necessarily matter so long as you are plugging into a benevolent source of energy. As you get further along with automatic writing or channeled writing, you'll know the frequency of the way it's been said, what's coming through, who you're actually talking to. But to begin with, don't worry too much. Just set the parameters, set the intentions that I wish to dialogue with benevolent, kind forces within the universe. And if you do have someone specific that you want to speak to, of course, ask for them, invoke whatever it is that you want. You might want to talk to beautiful brother Jesus, or you might want to talk to Mary Magdalene, or you may want to talk to any of the ascended masters or your angels or your spirit guide, or even loved ones who have crossed over. But if you're looking for higher wisdom, that I'm saying, kind of go to those ascended masters. I often say I go and talk to the Galactic High Council. That is different to the Galactic Federation of Light. Now, I won't break down too much today exactly what that's about. We'll get into that another time. But high frequency, high wisdom beings that you can connect to and receive downloads, receive the wisdom that it is that you're looking for. So I'll just show you here my notepad, and there's literally pages and pages of writings that I do. And if you keep a journal, you can certainly do your automatic writings in your journal, any notepad or pen. Sometimes you don't even do a formal session where you're wanting to receive higher messages, where you're actually setting down to do that automatic writing. Sometimes it just comes through. The more you go along with your intuition and opening up your psychic abilities, the more these messages just stream through as you need them. And so you can grab out a pen and paper at any time, write it down. Or I often, if I can't write it down, I just keep repeating it in my mind so it locks in, so I know that message came from a higher place. When I say higher place, it's still me. It's not me. Even if I'm talking to ascended masters, it's still the stream of consciousness in which I am a part of. So it's never outside of yourself. But the way that we like to say when we're doing automatic or channeled writing is that, yes, you literally are having a dialogue or a communication like you would with your best friend. You're literally having a conversation and you're writing down what the answers are. So let's do that now. I'm just going to invite you in to a brief meditation. Have your pen and paper handy, and it kind of leads on from what we did yesterday with Zoe, with the doodling. It's that same automatic process, and it helps you to access the subconscious mind and get those higher messages coming through for you. So just close your eyes, move into a full, deep and expansive breath. So you're literally drinking in the divine through the pranic waves that come in via the nostrils as you inhale and expand your lower belly, Rise the breath up through your ribs, through your chest till it reaches your collarbones. And then as you exhale, let go. Let the breath drain out of the chest and out of the ribs and out of the belly. The emptiness of the belly also supports emptying the mind. And we do want to have an empty mind. Keep breathing as I continue to talk. We do want to have an empty mind because this is where we know we're not using the logic or the part of our brain that wants to control outcomes. Rather, we're in a receptive state. We receive higher wisdom. We receive knowing. So just get into that full, even and flowing breath. And once you become established in that breath, and we would say that even just 3 full breaths brings you into a state of center, into a state of meditation. So it can be enough. So we'll open our eyes. So now let me play you some music and just get yourself in the zone. First of all, write at the top of your page what you would like an answer to. So if you've got a specific question, write that question down. If you don't have a specific question, then just write down general, meaning a general message can come through. Now continue to stay with your breath, and then without thinking, just start writing. Just start writing anything. Even if your mind says you're making it up, just keep writing until there's nothing more to write. Okay, so just to finish our video off, if you need to continue writing, but you may have received your message by now, but I won't keep you too much longer. Continue to do that as often as you need to. As I say, you can see by my notebook, I do it all the time, not every night before I go to sleep, but you know, when I'm called to, and it's often, it's a regular practice. And I can tell you that sometimes what I write down does not make sense at the time. And then I'll often not even read what I wrote. I'll just write it, put it away. And if I come back 2 weeks later, a month later, 2 months, 2 years later, it always amazes me how accurate what I wrote down was. So if it doesn't make sense right now, just let it go and know that it will make sense at some point, and it will surprise you just how accurate you become in having an insight into what's going to play out in your life or in the world stage. So however you want to use your channeled writing, automatic writing, enjoy it, add it in as a regular ritual into your esoteric practices, and you will really increase your psychic and intuitive abilities. Mwah. Namaste. Much love.